Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. If today is your first time, you're highly welcome. My name is Aladi-Ada Akoh and I'm a graduate student. Please don't forget to click on the subscribe button. That way you can, stay connected. Thank you so much. So today, from the title, you already know what we're talking about. Some of you know that I went for the USA F1 student visa interview 3 times, and yeah, I'm going to be giving you tips what helped me to get it the 3rd time. So stay tight. Number 1 tip is preparation. You cannot reap where you did not sow. You have to prepare. It's just like you going to take your final exams. You have to study, right? So it's the same way with the visa interview. I feel like most of us, we underestimate the preparation when it comes to visa interview. That happened to me, so I'm using myself as an example, because the first 2 times I didn't really I would say I prepared, but it was not enough. Especially the 3rd time, what really helped me was that I got somebody to help me. We kind of simulated an actual interview where the person will ask me, what are you going to do? And then I give the person my answer, and kind of like an interactive section. So it is really important you do that. That helps you build your confidence. Those answers that you have in your head that you feel they are good and all that, someone else should listen to it and also approve of it. So that, I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. You need to get someone to interview you, someone that can listen to you and give you feedback and let you know how you're doing. Practice, they say, makes perfect. So you need to do that, and that's just it. You have to prepare. Don't just wake up one morning and start heading to the visa interview. It doesn't make sense. It might take you unaware. So Google frequent questions and their answers and see what has helped others. Join groups on Facebook that talks about visa interview and all those things. It will really help you. Trust me, when you see other people's interview and all that, it will help you to pass yours. You gotta do this. Number 2 tip is you need to know your course of study. You need to know it in and out. You have to have a relationship with your course of study. You need to know that, okay, I'm going for computer science. This is what computer science is all about. I'm going for social studies. This is what it's all about. This school is going to be teaching this. This is what the course contains. You really have to go to the website of your university, look at the course, what they're going to be teaching you, all the things that is involved. If you have any doubt, email your international office, tell them that this is what I really need more information about this course in this university. How, just ask. You need to ask. If you don't ask, you don't receive. So you need to ask if there's anything. They are the best people to help you when it comes to giving you information about your course of study. If they don't have any enough information, they'll refer you to the department head or the graduate coordinator or something. You just have to have a lot of information about your course of study. Number 3 is you've already known about your course and all that. Okay, how is this going to enhance your future plans, like your career? If you come back to your home country, how are you going to be useful after studying the computer science or social studies, whatever you studied? You need to know the reason. You just can't go to school and don't know what you want to do with that course. You have to know exactly how is this thing going to benefit me, my country. You have to put your country in mind, because I know my 3rd interview, I had to tell the visa officer how it'll be useful and all. I had to you gotta talk, you gotta sell yourself. Yeah, exactly. Sell yourself, market yourself. This is what I'm going to be doing. This is what you have to have a plan mapped out in your head, because they might ask you that question. What are you going to say? If they ask you how are you going to be useful? In fact, how will this course enhance your life? I need to stop talking, but you already get what I'm saying. You have to have a plan mapped out already. You have to have a strategy. You have to present yourself. In fact, ask yourself, okay, how will you be able to convince someone? It's just like selling your business plan to somebody. If you have a business now and you need finances, you need investors and all that, how are you going to be able to convince them that this is how this business is going to benefit them? And you get it. So you have to see it as a business proposal, how they are going to trust that, okay, this is what you're saying is true. How will you convince them to invest in your business? It's just like the same way. How will you convince the consular officer to give you the visa? Am I making sense? I don't know, but I feel like That's just it. Another tip is you have to fill out your forms correctly. The DX 160 form, and your application form, you have to fill those forms correctly, and it has to be consistent with whatever you're going to be telling the consular officer on the interview day. You cannot write in the DS 160 form that you are 23 years old, and then on the interview day you say you are 27 years old, or you cannot say you are single in the form, and now on the interview day you say you are married. Do you get it? You have to be consistent. That is why I would say avoid using third party to fill your information. Stop asking for help. Stop telling people to fill that form for you. Do it yourself, because when you fill the form yourself, you know yourself better than anyone. You will remember whatever you filled there, because this is what happens a lot. People will say, my uncle is sponsoring me on the form, and on the interview they'll say it's their father. So you see, like, there's a lot of inconsistency. Some will say, okay, I have a cousin in the US, and then on the interview they say they don't have a relative. Does it make sense? Does it? No, it doesn't. So if it shows that probably you're telling lies, or someone filled it out for you. So try your best. Coming to the USA to even study is something you should know, that when you come here, you're going to you have to be independent. So if you cannot fill an ordinary form, what are we not doing? How are you going to survive education in the USA? I'm not trying to bash anyone, but this is something you have to know. You have to fill that form yourself. I've seen a lot of people sending me emails telling me that, oh, I feel this, and on the interview day I wrote I have been denied before, and then on the interview day I said I have not been denied. Like, these are mistakes that will be recorded against you, and at the end of the day, it can hinder you from getting your visa. Another tip is pay your service fee as soon as. Don't go to the interview without paying your service fee. I mean, how you have to pay that fee. You don't want any issue. You don't just want any trouble, anything that will make them to deny you the visa. So you have to pay that fee on time. At most, I think at most is 3 days. You cannot pay. I don't know, but you have to pay it 3 days before your interview. That fee should have already been paid, because it takes some time to process it, and also for it to appear on the system that you have actually paid. So you need to get it paid. Don't wait till the last minute. Another tip is finances. Have enough money. Money alone is not it, but have somebody that is willing to sponsor you, a little sponsorship. Like, these are supplemental documents. The next tip is going to your interview early. You have to be there on time. It helps. If you've watched my experience, like my US visa interview experience video, you know that I talked about going early. I tried my best to be like, the first person to be interviewed on that day. I feel like our brains as human, is still fresh in the morning, and people are still probably in good mood, and this is like an unofficial tip. But I feel like use your head. You have to use your head. Another major tip is maintaining eye contact, right? I know we Africans, no, let me not say Africans, we Nigerians, we know that the way we've been raised, you don't look at your elders like eyeball to eyeball when they are talking to you. Who does that? But opposite is the case here. You have to look them directly, eyeball to eyeball. This way I feel like it's kind of like a tradition here in the USA. They feel you are sincere, you are saying the truth, like you're confident. But when you are looking away, or you're bending down, you're doing something, it's like probably you're telling lies, you're not being honest. And so you have to learn the habit of looking at people straight in their eyes. After the interview and you're going back to your parents, you have to go back to the default mode. Don't remain in that mode. So you have to look at them eyeball to eyeball. You get what I'm saying? You get it? Okay. Another tip is do not talk too much. Yes, don't talk too much, because sometimes when you start talking too much, you might start revealing things that they did not ask you, and things that will put you in trouble. So be concise. Is that the English word? Yeah, don't talk too much, because when you start talking too much, I've said it already, you start revealing so much. So stick to whatever they ask you, except probably when I will advise you to talk too much is if you have gone for this visa interview more than 3 times, 4 times, and you feel like there's a misconception. Probably you made a mistake in one of your forms, and the record is there. Probably you said you were married, and I don't know, maybe you made a mistake and they've assumed that that is the truth for you, so you can speak up. You kind of try to express yourself even before they ask you. It's risky. Don't, if you fail again, please don't hold me responsible. It's risky, but you have to take the risk. But I feel like if it is your first time, like your first time ever, don't talk too much. Avoid talking too much. So I don't know, do you get it? Yeah, because I feel like if you've been denied multiple times, probably for the same reason, you feel like this is the same reason these people are denying me, you might want to speak up, like tell them this is what happened and this is that. It has worked for some people, but it's not a guarantee that it will work for you. Another tip is be enthusiastic. Yes, you have to show interest. You just can't be nonchalant. Don't bring nonchalant attitude there, like they're talking to you, you're like whatever. Don't just start with attitude. The next tip is home ties. I know this is where a lot of us have issues. You are just young, you just got out of college or out of high school, you don't have lands, you don't have a job, you don't have properties. I don't know, but it is what it is. Okay, if you have a job, that's a form of home tie. You can bring proof that you have that job. Tell your company to give you a letter of, probably you took a study leave or something. Just get documents to prove that you have a good job. Another thing is marriage. Marriage is a good home tie too. If you are married or you are engaged, yeah, you can come with your fiance or your fiancé. Kind of like you have to show proof that you're married, or probably you have kids, okay, and you're leaving your kids behind. That's a good way to show that, okay, I have something that will definitely make me want to come back to my country, or there's a job you're looking forward to. That should also be a home tie. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comment section. If you have properties in the form of lands, houses, real estates, all this kind of stuff, that is also a good home tie. Bring the proof to show, because you just can't say these things with mouth. Have a proof in case they ask you for proof. You have to show them that, yeah, this is what I'm talking about and this is a proof. The next tip here is employment. You just don't want to tell them that, try to make them feel you're just coming to the USA to work. That is your goal. It's going to implicate you. You just have to make it known that you are coming for only education, just education. You're not coming here to come and, get married in an illegal way. You know what people are doing, all those arranged marriages and all those kind of nonsense. Please don't even. I've seen someone leaving that comment on my channel that what if you come and get married to a citizen, and what is the meaning of that? Please, if you are coming for education, make sure you are coming for education. Don't just give them a hint that you are coming to look for employment, because you know the answer already. You know what that's going to land you in. Next thing is dressing. I wouldn't say this is much of a big deal, but then you have to appear smart. You're going for an interview, right? So wear whatever makes you comfortable and makes you look smart. You don't want to look too clumsy on that day. So just use your hair. So just do what works for you. Thank you so much, guys, for watching today's video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to share my videos and subscribe to my channel. If there's anything I forgot, please let me know in the comment section so that other people can learn from your own tip. What helped you? How did you pass it? So let us know so that we all can learn from it. Thank you so much once again. See you in my next video. Bye.